Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas. Today, we are going to try and fly by, okay? So that I don't keep on rambling at the beginning, because today is Christmas. We all want to spend time with our families. So, if anything, let's make a start. So, first, we have this box of which I had forgotten last year. Now, in this box lies a sooty mug. Now, not a soot-covered mug, a sooty mug. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, who the hell is Sooty? Well, Sooty is actually a British television character who never ever got exported to places like the United States and such. He would often do his shows with just the English presenters of Harry Corbett, Matthew Corbett, and last but certainly not least, Richard Cadell. And in this photo, you can see that he is on a sailing boat with his friend Sweep the dog. And over here, you just have a nice little illustration of Sooty following a butterfly. So yeah, that is going to do it for this Sooty mug that I had forgotten last year. Now, let's move on to the items I've gotten here on Christmas 2024. As you can see, I've now gone to the frontal perspective of myself so that I can show you the next gift that I got. So the last gift that you saw, that Sooty mug, was actually from my sister-in-law. This gift here is also from my sister-in-law. Here we have this Mario Kart blanket, which has a giant illustration of Yoshi in the lead. Also includes other characters such as Mario, Wario, and somewhere in here there's Bowser. But yeah, that was the Mario Kart blanket. Moving on to the next items. Next, we have this Ben 10 Alien Force toy of Echo. Yes, believe it or not, I did find a Ben 10 Alien Force toy in 2024. Now, I bought this with the money that my auntie gave me, so this was a real treat. Now, let's open him up, because I'm going to be honest here, I've been waiting to get some merchandise of Echo for a long time. Okay, so because of the fact that this toy wasn't really upkept that well in the shop it was in, it's kind of sun-faded now. But it's still a pretty good toy. So this toy shows Echo's duplicating feature. His arms are posable as well. So if you just press the Omnitrix symbol here, I think, right? Hold on. How do you activate his duplicates? Yeah, it is the Omnitrix symbol. So yeah, so you push that button, you activate the feature of Echo duplicating himself. And unfortunately, this toy will be a bit hard to function. He did come with his echoes, though. I wonder what this is for, because you can't place it on the Omnitrix, you can't place it in his mouth, so where do you place it? Do you place it here? Where do you place it? I don't know about this toy. Ah, well. So, yeah, that is going to do it for the one and only Ben 10 Alien Force toy that I have gotten this year. Moving on to the next one. Here we have a Sonic the Hedgehog mug, and I got this from my sister-in-law's mother and father. I love this mug. The design of which Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are in, it's awesome. And even more so the detailings with the stars and the arrows, it's absolutely amazing. So, yeah. If anything, this is a great one, but not as great as the next Sonic item. So here we have LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog Knuckles' Master Emerald Shrine. So for this set, we get an Amy minifigure, which is nothing too special because she still has her grin. But as for her hammer, thank God it's the exact colors that I wanted. As for Knuckles, he is not the same minifigure that we have gotten in a previous set, of which I haven't done a review for. His set with Rouge came with a smiling expression. This comes with a new angry expression in which he is ready to fight. Why is that? Well, here's the reason why. It's because an egg robo has decided to attack. Probably after the Master Emerald of which Rouge stole. In here is a little piggy, in which Amy and Knuckles need to free, since Sonic and Tails aren't around. We also get to see that there is a little grapevine going on. You can even throw grapes with this thing, although you're supposed to hit it with Amy's hammer. This is because Knuckles himself loves grapes. This isn't a movie-only thing, as it also applies to his game counterpart. Up there is where the Master Emerald is supposed to be, and I'll show you why. Just give me a moment. So here is the Master Emerald, and here's the glider that the previous set came with. So if you grab the Master Emerald from the previous set, you can either put it in as is, but since it won't stand on its own, you have to put this in here as well, the thing that holds the Master Emerald. And I quite like it, because then afterwards you can have Knuckles sitting down here meditating, watching over the Master Emerald, making sure that nobody steals it. And over here is a little punching bag for Knuckles to train with. You put him on this little rotating stand here, and then let him punch. See? Just hours of fun. And at the back here, Knuckles has a little bed in which he can go and rest in, while Amy guards the Master Emerald for a little bit. He's also got some Chaos Cola, but he's also got a lava lamp for some reason. One little thing that I am thinking of is that LEGO is deciding to make a little story with the Sonic the Hedgehog LEGO sets. For example, Rouge has stolen the Master Emerald, and someone needs to protect his shrine. So he asks Amy to do it while he goes after Rouge in his mech. Man, with Sonic the Hedgehog's LEGO sets, there are so many story opportunities, and yet so little time. But now that we've gotten the Sonic stuff out of the way, let's move on to something else that is LEGO. Here's the LEGO Dreams set of Zoe's Cat Motorbike. So, this set, along with the previous set, was given to me by my brother and his girlfriend. So, yeah, this is the set, and I quite like it. There are some alternate builds, but yeah, I don't want to do them. And here's the thing, you can actually remove the wheels and remove these exhaust pipes so that it can be a robotic cat of sorts. This is a cat that follows the character of Zoe in the series. She has this new crossbow piece in which you can flick it and an arrow will pop out. Mine's very loose. I don't know how it is for other LEGO YouTubers, but... Oh, wait. Hold on. So I'm supposed to secure it in the bow. And then it flicks out. Silly me. Okay, so that is the new crossbow. Here is Zoe in her new outfit. More of a racer outfit, if anything. She's got a Harumi-esque head design, in which she has blue on top of her eyes. And it looks pretty good. Her hairpiece remains the same, and her weapon remains the same. But still, a pretty cool design of a minifigure. Now, here we have the evil doppelganger of the character Cooper, in which he is aptly named Duper. That is so stupid in my opinion. But stupid is what doppelgangers are all about, except for Albedo and Shadow, so yeah. I'm gonna shut my mouth right there. In any case, for Duper's design, he looks pretty good. I mean, the magenta colored... No, I honestly don't know my colors, so forget it. The newly colored hairpiece of Jay is pretty good. As well as that, he's got an alternate expression where he's angry and serious. And he's also got a corrupted version of Cooper's first design from the first season of LEGO Dreams. He also comes with this hammer, of which I have to believe is a corrupted version of the hammer that came with Cooper in the book. We also get a Neverwitch Raven that steals memories. In here, I think this Raven has Cooper's memories because there's video games and stuff. So, yeah, a pretty good LEGO Dream set all around. I'm really hoping to get more of these sets with the evil doppelgangers because, first of all, why not? And second of all, I've been slacking on LEGO Dreams this year. I haven't gotten any of the Season 2 sets except for this one and Mr. Oz's space car. Alright. Moving on to something else. Next up from the world of My Little Pony Equestria Girls, we have Pinkie Pie's Slumber Party bedroom set. What a mouthful. And true to Pinkie Pie's character. Her box includes that classic logo of My Little Pony Equestria Girls minis, comes with a very nice Pinkie Pie figure, and even comes with a little figurine of Gummy, Pinkie Pie's pet alligator from the show. But Gummy isn't alive in the Equestria Girls universe, so therefore this Gummy is in the wrong set. And if anything, if it were to be in the right set, then he would just have black eyes, not big, gaping, purple eyes with black irises. It doesn't make any sense. Let's see what's at the back of the box. And, shit. I actually forgot to do this with the Ben 10 figure, so we'll just do a little side tangent here. So, what was at the back of Echo's box is figures that have very special abilities. So, at the back here you have Swampfire, who has extendable arms and I think a fire launcher. You have Brainstorm, whose brain you can make if you just put in some Play-Doh or something. You have Goop, of which if you pour in some liquid, presses UFO, you'll get green goop. You have Spider Monkey, of which if you fling his tail back, he will throw a web projectile. Humongousaur will grow, and Echo will duplicate because we got him today. So, as for what is at the back of Pinkie Pie's box, we get a full background of the set, along with this. Why is Twilight here? She doesn't come in the set. And also, you get other Figures that you can get in the collection like Applejack, Pinkie Pie, Twilight Sparkle, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity. I do have some figures of Pinkie Pie and Sunset Shimmer. I also have one figure of Twilight and one figure of Rarity, but not these normal variations. But in any case, now that we've gone over what this set is, and even more so the box itself, let's get her out of her box, however long that might take. This set was frustrating to set up. Okay, even though I do the whole snap my fingers thing and then boom, there it is, this is hard to set up. I'm a collector of multiple things, but in this instance, I think I would just buy the figure and just get rid of everything else. But I don't want to. I really don't. So, here's Pinkie Pie's bed with those decorations, with the pillows. I'm not a fan of this. I just am not. Are you seriously expecting me to pretend that these things are real and put a blanket over it? Alright, fine, whatever. It's okay, it's all good. These pillows, they're fine. They're fine pillows, whatever. As well as that, what else are we doing here? We've got Gummy. I would have just gotten this set because of Gummy, because look at that. He's got that very iconic stare in which he just stares into your soul. He doesn't do anything. He is just a random little frickin' alligator. Over here you have Pinkie Pie's board game, whatever this is supposed to be. Seems a bit like Twister. Then you have, what is this? Play a spaghetti? Pasta? Oh no, it's nachos. And it's clearly evidently nachos because of the fact that this set also comes with a taco piece. This also comes with Pinkie Pie's mobile phone. And boneless? Wait, hold on, boneless? So that means cheese sandwich in Equestria Girls confirmed? I don't fucking know. I honestly don't. Here we have Pinkie Pie's laptop, which has a picture of all of her friends at the fall formal. We have Gumball Machine. Why does she have a Gumball Machine? I don't know. But hey, there are many people out there who have a Gumball Machine. But it's a collector's item, so I'm not going to judge. Here's Pinkie Pie's desk. Very random. She has a chair. Now let's look at Pinkie herself. Pinkie looks to be very, 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 how do I put this? Thrown together, I want to say. I want to say she's very thrown together because there are many colors. Like the blue and the yellow. I mean, it matches her cutie mark, sure, but this is a bit much. I like this version of Pinkie because of her hair. The previous version of Pinkie that I got, I didn't like the hair whatsoever. So, yeah, great posability overall. This Pinkie Pie has the features of many Equestria Girls minis that have been made in the past. Yeah, that's it. That's it for this Equestria Girls minis set. Moving on to the next one. So here are some of the final items. Here we have some track packs from Thomas Adventures, which were gifted to me by my brother and his girlfriend as well. But these are just track. And what's track without engines, rolling stock, and road vehicles? Here we have the really useful Friends pack. So, without any further delay, let's get these guys all unboxed. Last thing before we get into the first character of the pack, we have a map of the island of Sodor, and I'm probably not going to keep this because, well, I'm honestly tired of maps. Anyway, let's see. First up we have Thomas, who is nothing special. He's just your stock standard Thomas the Tank Engine. That's it. But at the very least, his footplate is a bit customized to look a bit accurate to the show. Except for the backside here. The backside isn't supposed to be sloping down like that. I mean, it kind of makes it accurate to the fact that he's an E2, but no. Just, it's not good. It's not. Alright. Next engine. Hold on a sec. My goodness. Right. Okay. Now that we gotten down here. Next engine. Next up, we have the first engine out of Reverend Wilbert Awdry's books, that being Edward. And here's the thing, I've never gotten the opportunity to review a push-along Edward from the classic series on YouTube, because I had bought him in late 2021 previously. But now that I've used the one that I got in 2021 to make post-exploit Edward, it's about time I made my views on him. Okay, I'm not a big fan of him. He towers over some of the other engines, and that's a factor I hate. As well as that, he's, his tender, pretty good, because it's got the slopes that slope down, and his shape's accurate, so I can't tell a lie, it's quite good, but still not a fan of the fact that the footplate is sloping down. I mean, they made a flat footplate for James. Why didn't they do it for Edward? Seriously. Mattel are a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. Okay, here we have the third out of the Railway series. Henry. And, yeah. Reason I bought this, I used a push-along Henry to make the accurate Henry. Maybe I can get a third one and make the Henry C's Red Henry, hopefully. But as for this model itself, tender's fine. And trust me, the tender, I am using it for something special. You will find out another day. His shape is ultimately pretty good, which is what inspired me to make the accurate Henry. And his face is pretty nice too. So, yeah, all around, pretty great model for a push-along model. Moving from the Railway series to Season 6, we have Salty. So, Salty, I never reviewed him on YouTube, so... I mean, I did show a picture of the Salty I got from Gamebreaker, yes, but... never actually got the chance to review him, so here it goes. Salty's model looks pretty good all around. I mean, there's nothing much to say. His footplate is sort of accurate, and his wheel configuration, totally accurate. I mean, I don't know what was with Mattel and deciding to say, oh, we're not going to do any more wheel configurations, let's just make them all 060 and get it over with. Bruh. That is easily the most stupid decision you guys could have ever made. Here is Jack, the front loader. I am not a fan of this model. He is too squished. He is too chunky. His bucket is okay. I mean, it is still pretty good. But his bucket can only reach a certain limit. Like, for example, you can still do that recreation scene where Jack is lifting his bucket up and down like this to say, come on, keep up and give me some dirt to load up. But ultimately, this bucket, you can't really move it around that much. As for his wheels, they're just the generic push-along wheels. He doesn't have his number 11 anywhere. But overall, still a decent model with a decent paint job. I don't know why this wheel arch is here though. Because if his wheels are not as big or not as small as compared to some of the other models of Jack that we have, then what's the point? Next. Okay, major jump in time gaps here. We've moved from Season 6 to Season 10. Here we have Rosie, the now more over than not the red number 37 of the Northwestern Railway. 37 represents the fact that Rosie is the 37th steam engine or engine in general to be introduced into the television series. Here, her design is pretty good. Her footplate is very much accurate to the show, so big W there. And it's one of the reasons why I actually use this footplate for my custom Take and Play Red Rosie. Because this bit here is supposed to be colored in gold. So yeah, overall, I'm going to say it. This is one of the greatest push-along models next to Henry. And Salty and some of the other exceptions I can name. Now, let's move on to the next one. Yet another major jump in time as we go from Season 9 to Day of the Diesels. Here we have Belle. And I'll say this, very accurate, okay? Very long, very big, very well proportioned, I'd say. So, apart from the 6 wheels, yet another push-along W, even though the details like the water cannons and the bell are molded in. Still a pretty good model, though. Next. Here's another jump in time from Day of the Diesels to the Great Race. Here we have Yong Bao, and I'm going to say it now, much better than his model from Collectible Railway. I'll show you why in 3, 2, 1. I won't tell a lie. I'm a very big fan of Yong Bao. I love his design, okay? I am a sucker for a design like this, and he is so cool in Thomas Creator Collective, as well as his origin story. I wish they did more with this character. So, this Yong Bao is quite taller than his Collectible Railway counterpart. Yeah, major shift there. And as well as that, his shape is still, I mean, it's quite longer now. But if we take a look at the tender is where the major difference lies. The tender here isn't molded correctly, it's just a box full of coal. Meanwhile, the tender here, take it in. Look at that, molded coal, molded place where the water is supposed to enter, molded frontal area. With that, I'd say that this is the definitive Yong Bao tender. I'd honestly use this Yong Bao over this one, if it wasn't for the fact that this Yong Bao has trailing wheels. So maybe at some point in time, if I can, I'll find another Take and Play Edward tender, and make sure to use this tender instead. That is, if I can get another Yong Bao, because I'd like to keep my stuff perfectly intact, thank you. And I don't want to break something without replacing it. That's just how I roll, everybody. So yeah, that is going to do it for the push-along Yong Bao. Another push-along W. Next. And this is the last jump in time before we just go to the infinity loop of this one, of the last one. Finally, we have a new character in the ranks. We have Esther from Season 23 of Thomas and Friends, otherwise known as Big World Big Adventures Season 2. So here is Esther, and her bucket does not function well. I am angry. Why? Why doesn't this function properly? Like, in order for her to even reach the ground, you have to do this. Why? Mattel, you're giving us extra work to fix up your mistakes. This is the only excavator with frippin' caterpillar tracks in the entire range. And here's something I want to show. I'll be right back. Let's take a look at Terrence the Tractor for a moment. He has that CGI face. He has the quirks of any single Terrence the Tractor. He has a back coupling like the other push-alongs. And look at this. Oh, look at this. Is this fucking covered wheels by the frippin' caterpillar tracks? Like, Mattel is so lazy to the point in which I just want to tell them, please make better toys than this. And even more so, make buckets that are very much functionable instead of positional. Because this looks dumb. You can't even get a good look at Esther's face. Although from the side view, it looks pretty nice. So, and even more so, I'm going to say it here. She's painted in the colors of the Italian flag. Look at that. White, green, red. So, yeah, basically color-coded character to represent a country. Wow. Still a nice model, though. And now moving on to the Infinity Loop. The last thing out of this is the infinitely known characters of the Troublesome Trucks. You cannot escape these guys because they are everywhere in Thomas. Everywhere. The Railway series, the original series, the magazine stories or comics or what have you. Even in CGI and last but certainly not least the reboot, they're still prominent. You cannot escape these fuckers. Now, granted, this is the blue one from Push Along and was also introduced in Adventures in this color. I now have 3 of these motherfuckers. Fucking great. I'm about to get my ass handed to me. I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah, that's basically it. Time to pull up the highlights of this review, and then I'll give you one final message. So, here they are, the highlights of all of this. So, with this, I will grant you all a very Merry Christmas. I will see you all on the 30th of December when I make a video discussing what is going to happen going forward, and I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. This is Nostalgic, signing off, and once again reminding you all that nostalgia never dies.